Yao chikuk, Kotlana Mayanawi, Naswanixa, Lapquasquai, Mi Wasaixa, Waunasipa. We have a really close connection with the salmon and the river. I'm the descendant of a people that have fished and lived along these rivers for 14,000 plus years. And since the beginning of our creation, salmon have always been here, waiting for our arrival.
What do you like about fishing?
Being out in the water. I just like it.
I mean, we're always on the defensive to try to keep our survival. And we just need to work together to get the predators under control, restore the habitat, and just make more fish for everyone.
Not accusing the sportmen, the guide boats, or the trollers, or the gill netters, or the Indians. We gotta quit fighting with each other and come together as one unity. And by doing that, you have a workforce of many people that can stand up and say, hey, we got a problem, we're all standing together.
For me here, a west wind helps me fish this back eddy. I know that my nets are bagging out really good and the water's being pushed through this back eddy a little bit stronger. Twin Cat has always been traditionally for the Yakimas a place where we've always fished really hard. I've gotten my fish from them for many years. They catch a lot of kings right there at the falls with those jump groups in the dipper. You think of that, this is a food source that's medicine to people. We should keep the river clean for them and, you know, host them in the best way we can because obviously they're giving us life.
Jumping in the river or going out and fishing for salmon, I don't hesitate to take that opportunity to take care of the salmon as a promise that when we came, that the salmon would take care of us, and in return we would take care of the salmon. We're not commercial fishermen. We are living subsistently. It's a staple in our diet. So we depend on the salmon for a source of food, and so it's a myth when we talk about we're taking more than we need. If anything, it's becoming less than we need.
Our culture is directly tied to these fish, and our ability to catch these fish is important. So over the years, the deer and elk and moose have really had to pick up the slack for having no fish. And so it's really nice now that we've been catching more fish, and then we put those in a freezer for the winter. And we call it the ceremonial locker. And anytime a tribal member has a need, a funeral, a dance, naming, wedding, whatever the circumstances, they can call the tribe's Fish and Wildlife Department and get some fish. So it used to be that, you know, for a funeral, people might ask for 2 deer to dry, and now, you know, they can smoke 100 sockeye if they want.
And so the only way right now that we're getting salmon is in these totes that come from some of the fish hatcheries downstream. That's even better than what we had before. So just like zero access to fishing, zero access to a whole part of our culture that was once, you know, over 70–80% of our diet. We're a river people, and once we're a salmon people. And now I've heard it explain some of our areas as where the ghosts of salmon jump. So their spirits are still here, and we're hoping, you know, in the next generations that they are able to come back.